happy day 15. Another beautiful day in Oregon. Heading south on the beach towards Yachats. Should be there in a couple hours. Nice wide beach still. Had a pretty good night, despite the little snafu with my clothing. Got it all back, got it all packed up, and had a pretty good night's sleep, and not achy today, and life is good. We'll get down here and do a little beach walking, a little road walking, and then get on the trails and see what is happening down up on Cape Perpetua. Hopefully not a huge long day. Should be nice though to get back in the forest. Well, I'm coming up on the first little creek crossing of the morning. This one looks a little bit more major than the last couple of 3 or 4. Got a whole puddle of water up that way, so that's not going to work. May just have to take off shoes. Oh well, it's only a few minutes off my journey. Going that way even doesn't look that good. So, we'll do what we gotta do. Well, sometimes I win, sometimes the creek wins. Today the creek won, so we'll continue on, at least with dry feet still. And that's about how I feel at the end of the day. Good dog. I'm not sure which one of these points here we have to get up on and get to the 804 trail, but we'll find it. Looking for exit 74. It's up here about a mile or 2. All right, we got stream adventure number 2 up here. This one looks not quite as deep. Have a look up here. Okay, that was a big success for now 1 for 1. Or rather, 1 bare feet and 1 with shoes. Morning runners go by. A little more serious than most out here. Okay, this should be the last of the little bits of water for a while. We're about out of beach, and I'm guessing the 804 trail starts up at the top of this staircase up here. But I don't see a number 74 anywhere yet. We're officially off the beach for a while, and actually have an Oregon Coast Trail marker up here. So I guess we're not lost. We'll follow these until we get to a road and find the store for the day's groceries. Yay. Okay, officially we're on the 804 trail, which goes around for a little while and dumps us out at Smelt Sands recreation area. Nice little view. This place is pretty incredible here. For a short little trail it offers a lot. I'm glad there's a trail up here, because there certainly is nowhere to walk down there without hurting some little sea creature. Off the 804 trail, but we're just zigging down this way. Directions aren't real clear, but we're going to keep the water on the right. There's a lot of interesting fences up here, but we're going to eventually wind up downtown. zigged our way off the trail, but looks like there's another little trail over here. We'll go this way. See where this goes. Alright, well this part of the road might just get us back into town. We'll see here. See big buildings up here. We made it to downtown Yachats, went to the store, got a little food, a little snack for lunch, and then we'll get rolling again. Yay. See how their pulled pork is here. Directions are pretty clear. Turn right on an unsigned paved road. And this is it. Yay. And there's a trail marker. Excellent. Another one up here. Alright. Directions are pretty clear. Turn right on an unsigned paved road. And this is it. Yay. And there's a trail marker. Excellent. Another one up here. I'm going to read a little excerpt out of Bonnie Henderson's book, Hiking the Oregon Coast Trail, about Amanda's Trail. It says, remembering Amanda. As you start up Amanda's Trail, you will pass through Amanda's Grotto, where a statue festooned with visitors' offerings honors the memory of the trail's namesake and recalls the grim chapter of Oregon history she represents. In 1864, an elderly blind indigenous woman named Amanda DeKais lived near Coos Bay. That year, the U.S. government rounded up members of the Coos and other tribes, including Amanda, and marched them north to a settlement in present-day Yachats, within what was then the Coast Indian Reservation. The trip took 10 days. Walking over sharp rocks at Cape Perpetua, Amanda reportedly tore her feet horribly over those jagged rocks, leaving blood sufficient to track her by. There the written record of her life ends. Many descendants of the coastal tribes who have survived the U.S. government's current cruelty in the 19th century are today part of the Confederated tribes, such as the Silex, the Grand Ronde, and the Coos, Lower Umpqua, and Siuslaw, whose current enterprises are helping to support their communities, restore native lands, and improve life for others in Oregon throughout their charitable giving. So that's where we're headed next, to the Amanda's Trail. Well, after the grotto, just kind of had a quiet walk up and down and came out here in the campground area, Cape Perpetua, and wandered around. It looked pretty full. The sign said it was full. And eventually Mr. Campground Manager came up and I asked boldly if they had any hiker biker spots, and they said yes. In site one, there's a car parked there, but you can camp there for $10. So, you know, and if that's the nuns, oddest thing, seeing nuns on the trail and their habit and everything. Anyway, but so we're here and gonna get a little snack and might even take a nap because it looks like it's gonna rain, so what better way to spend a rainy afternoon than taking a nap with a warm, full tummy. Try out some of this wonderful new oatmeal I got in Yachats. Anyway, so far so good today. I was prepared to go another 10 miles up the road to the campground, but I'll do that tomorrow. Yay. Well, I thought before I made dinner I'd head to the end of the campground and see if we can't find this giant spruce that's supposedly up here. Not sure how far it is, but that's all right. He had a rest. We're good for a couple of miles. We'll see. Very cool little habitat here. The primary succession folks here, the Polytrichum juniperinum sporophytes growing on this rock all over, providing some substrate for these look like salmon berries, and this deer fern over here, and the thimbleberries over there, and this poor little alder tree growing up in the middle, and these conifers finally starting to emerge here. Cool little rock though, it's got it all. Well, if nothing else, the woods are a little enchanted around here at dinner time. See how this goes. See if we find any little elves or things. That's a little spruce with bits of lichen on them. Just about to the end of the campground up here, so shouldn't be too much farther. Well, that's a pretty big spruce there, but that's not the tallest. Here's a half a tree that gets the fungi of the day award. We'll see what the poor fungi did to this tree. And it broke it off right there. Weakened all the xylem and it blew over. Well, there's a little bench over here. Oh my God. That's a pretty good sized spruce tree. There's a little hole in it. Spruce tree is over 15 feet thick and was 225 feet tall until a windstorm in 1962 broke the top off. Well, you can't drive through it, but you can crawl through it. Man, a whole bunch of leather ferns up there, and it's just one big ass tree. Cool. And a hobbit hole. Well, time to head back. Got some blackberries and some cream cheese and some blueberry bagels, so be a little bit better tonight. Put some chicken spread on that, be pretty good. And then settle in and get some rest. For some reason, I'm just tired today. I don't know if it's the humidity or just accumulation of walking or what, but I'll get a good night's sleep tonight. I'm in a good spot, even though it's right on the road, and cars are probably going to go by all night, but that's okay. From here, got a little bit of a road walk tomorrow once we get off the first little trail to get up to Washburn State Park. Part of it's on the beach, but we'll see. It'll be about a 10-mile hump up there. And then we'll get into town on Monday and solve some financial problems and then keep going. Too bad they wouldn't let me camp up here. This is a nice spot. I like it. It's very peaceful. Peaceful is good. But this whole place is pretty mellow, despite a few noisy dogs, but that's okay. You can put up with them and their people. People are nice here. Appreciate that. So day 15, a little better than day 14 so far, but not over yet. See what happens tonight. Have a good night. Hopefully see you tomorrow.